Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Hey guys, how has it been? It has been a wonderful week here around A Better Chance for You Futures Incorporated. And thank you for tuning in to A Better Chance Television with your host, depending on how you want to name me today. I could be Miss Mo, Dr. Mo, but, as long as you are tuned in and have a great time, we are happy here. Now, I would like to thank everyone who came out to our health fair. It was so amazing. We had mammograms, we had health screenings, we even have CompuDot. They were giving away laptops. We had, you name it, think of it, they were there. But from the bottom of my heart, I really would like to thank everybody, even people who weren't actually able to come to the fair. They still made their presence known. So thank you to Casano Research. They were actually there with their flyers, although they weren't able to make it. And we also appreciate them for their wonderful donation for our annual HBCU summer send-off. We'll talk about that next time. But have you got your tickets yet for the Tux and Tool party? Those tickets are going fast, like really fast. We have a limited amount, so if you don't get your ticket, you might miss out. It's going down at the Crown Plaza, San Antonio Airport, and might want to be there. And if you are coming in from out of town and you need a room, we got you covered. Call the Crown Plaza. I think they'll give you a code. I think it's HCA, and you get a discounted room. So, hey, check it out. I will be there. Now, today, I have two of the most amazing women that I know in HBCU land, and I am so honored that they are here. So, we have my good friend coming on today, and I don't know what to say about her. I follow her every school she has been to. I think she pretty much take me or some of my kids with her. But I am so glad that she is going to join us today. So let's welcome to our show. Hey, Miss Tanreka.
Hey, Miss Mo, how are you?
I can't complain. It's, trying to cool off before it get too hot. You know how it is here.
It's a beautiful spring. I'll say that. And I'm enjoying every day.
Hey. So how's it been? What you got going on? I see the, new name.
Oh, well, things have been great. Working at Shaw University, our admissions office is working really, really hard to bring in the next class of scholars. And we've just been having a ball, going all over the country and getting to know some of the best and brightest.
Okay, so y'all got room for me on your team. I need to come to Shaw.
Always.
Don't threaten me with a good time, because I'll come
it's
up
not
there.
A threat. It's a promise.
All right. So Shaw University, for those who don't know, the location and things about it, can you help them out? Because I know people are looking like, what is Shaw? Because just saying, I know what it is, but they don't.
Well, Shaw University is hands down the oldest HBCU located in the South. We are located in the heart of downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. So if you want to be at an institution with an HBCU feel located in the heart of downtown, then Shaw certainly is for you. We have many different premier academic offerings, from our newest offering in offensive cyber operations. We're one of only 2 HBCUs in the country with that offering. We have an amazing adult degree program for those who are over the age of 24 and still seeking educational opportunities, a fast-growing biology program. Certainly, there's tons to offer at Shaw University. One of the biggest things I want to highlight tonight is the fact that we have an amazing summer bridge program that's going to be offered exclusively online. So whether or not you want to come to Shaw University for the fall, or let's just say before you head into your college at another institution and you want to be able to get ahead, please go on our website, www.shawu.edu, to check out some of our summer bridge offerings.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So I could go to Summer Bridge.
Please. Yes,
like, she played too much. I'm going to send some kids there, though.
Thank you.
Like, I think it's really important that they get acclimated to that experience before they leave, because a lot of, young people don't have that time management right, and they get their freshman week. I'm just saying. Now, Tanreka, I know the answer, because guys, Tanreka is no stranger around here. Like, she is a really good friend, a really good sis. But I want her to tell y'all that sometimes people come on here and they try to be so modest, and I'm like, dude, really, you're not gonna tell them about yourself? Tanreka, what's your HBCU background? What school did you come from?
What school did I come from? Well, I am a proud graduate of Wiley University, Wiley College, now Wiley University. I'm very passionate about the work that I do at Shaw University because of my undergraduate and all of the opportunities that it provided, such as being Miss National United Negro College Fund and competing on the speech and debate team. That is a lot of what I see here at Shaw University. Shaw has amazing career services that, I've seen students walk away with just top tier internships, with it being a small university in a big city with tons of opportunity. And it's because of my background working with HBCUs and being in Miss UNCF that I continue to do the work. And it is what energizes, inspires, and emboldens my passion every single day.
Awesome. Guys, I just wanted her to share that because, I'm sitting up here with Beauty Queen and she trying to act like she just, so we had to let people know who she really is. Now, Tanreka is one of the most passionate people that have ever seen do admissions. And how do you get that way? Like, that is really a tough position in HBCU realm.
So I always tell people my story. When I first started off in admissions, I started off at a small HBCU in East Texas, and I had no intentions of staying in admissions. A lot of people come to the profession, just for a small period of time, just to buy time before going to grad school or, really landing a job that they're extremely passionate about. But I wanted to be a lawyer, so I thought I would buy time. And I was a recruiter in the Dallas area and really just had an opportunity to get to know the students. And, I felt like education was the great equalizer. I studied criminal justice in college, and I just believe that the more education you have, the less likely you are to commit a crime. So if we want to fix the issue with crime, then we address education. And through meeting so many students, a lot of students who really didn't even believe that they can go to college, I became extremely passionate about it. So I kind of deferred my law school application and just kind of stayed with it. And just to have the opportunity to touch and impact lives and meet students like myself, who I didn't think I could go to college had it not been for a small HBCU. So those moments when I get tired, encounter challenges, I always think about the mission. And that's what energizes me to keep going.
Awesome. So you heard it here first. Please, if you are interested in going to the Summer Bridge program, how can they get that information again?
So go to our website, www.shawu.edu, hit the apply button, and the application will be right there. The start date for our Summer Bridge program is June 25th.
Awesome. Now, I need you to stick around because I got a heavy hitter coming up next. Like, you big because you Beauty Queen, but the person coming up next is only new after this commercial break. So stick around, Tanreka.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So the first half, we got to meet my good friend, Tanreka, my sis, one of the most influential admissions department people that I have met on this journey since we've been sending kids to school since, 2000, that long, 2009. And then if you want to count the nonprofit years, 2017. But I love what I do. I like, meeting people. Now, our next guest, I'm going to bring Tanreka on after, talk to my next guest a little bit by herself. But my next guest, y'all, I'm not, y'all know Ms. Mo can be a unique person, but I give credit where credit is due. In my mind, my next guest is the baddest, coldest band announcer in the HBCU realm, and she's a female. Like it's every time I see her, it's like, who runs the world? Girls go through my head. Like, she is killing the game. So I'm going to bring on here my next guest, and when I tell you, I'm gonna bring her on after the commercial break, because I know if I get to talking to her, I'll probably forget to even push the button.
It's been said that each person is an island unto themselves. For the greatest individuals of our time forged their own paths. But UNCF knows that the opposite is true. Because when you start to peel away the surface, beyond the borders of the history books, there lies a richness of people before, beside, and ahead. Brothers and sisters, partners and peers, mentors who help pave the way. And so, for the next generation, bright, brimming, and beautiful, we will surround them the most to surpass the wildest imaginations of our founders, to move mountains, minds, and hearts, to solve the world's biggest and smallest problems, to soar higher than regulations permit, and pave the way onwards and upwards. Because the truth is, no person is an island, and thank God for that. It's the present that connects the past to the future. Since 1944, UNCF has raised over $6 billion and helped more than 500,000 students thrive. UNCF has helped historically black colleges and universities produce 80% of black judges, 50% of black doctors, and 40% of all black engineers. So together, join UNCF and our 37 HBCU members as we honor the legacy, transform our future, and walk as one. Visit uncf.org and give today.
Welcome back. So look, I got my guest here. Now, some of y'all might not even know who she is unless you have seen Prairie View Marching Band. I might, how she announced it. I can't do like her. I can't. But it is such an honor and blessing to have you here with us today. Tell the audience who you are.
Well, thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. I am Tierra Chapman, but I go by TT on the mic. And I am the only female HBCU band announcer in the SWAC. That's the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And I am the first solo female HBCU band announcer for the Marching Storm at Prairie View A&M University.
Man, girl, you a bad girl. So how did that even come about? Like, how did that come about? Like, did you play in the band before, or?
Oh, absolutely. I've played trumpet since I was 10 years old. Started back from my stomping grounds at Lancaster High School. Then I was a transfer student. I went to Cedar Valley College in Lancaster and transferred to Prairie View A&M University. And I marched from 2011 to 2013. And then I was just one day thinking to myself, I want to do more than, just band. There's so many other things that I want to perfect and hone in on and discover about myself. And I took a chance on it and I started hosting events. Out of the blue, it was divinely aligned. And in 2014, my band director mentioned to me, hey, I think, we should try you out for the announcer. And we went out to a battle of the bands. I hosted our band banquet that year. We won almost every category at that battle of the bands in El Paso. And literally came back and the rest was history. And this year will make 10 years.
Wow. Oh my God. You said 10 years?
10 years of announcing for the Marching Storm.
That is so dope. I mean, guys, if you haven't watched her, look up PV Band.
Yeah.
Look them up and you will see it. Like, those who know me personally know I do not move for nothing. But that halftime, baby, listen. That halftime, all I heard is, I am TT on the mic. And she had the whole crowd up the whole entire time. Like, how do you have the energy for that? Like, the energy.
I believe when it's in you, it's not just on you.
Got it.
It's anointing. It's not, this isn't something that I woke up and said, I should do this one day. To be honest with you, I would have never expected my passion taking me to this area. I just knew I wanted to play my horn. I knew I was a band geek. I loved music. I loved HBCU culture and show style band. I was raised in this culture. This is who I grew up under, and I never seen women on the mic. I was raised in a time where we were told there ain't no females in the band.
Wow.
So it's an honor to be a part of that change of narrative. But I just get excited. I perform from the fans' perspective, and I speak from the artist perspective, and I just kind of bridge it all together. So my job is to be the root to the gumbo.
Well, you sure know how to move the crowd, because you got me up dancing. Like, I said, goodness. Like, I had students with me like, wait a minute, we ain't never seen this side of you. Yeah. I was up. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to be in charge of the young people, but I was dancing like I was in college. I forgot.
My goal is to make people feel like they just left a family reunion. You just arrived and everybody's having a good time, and by the end of the show, everybody's planning for the next one. And it's really a good time. It's a great show. Do we always get it right? No, but who does? Yeah. But I even love the mistakes I make. I love learning from myself. I love it all. I love what I do. I love how God wrote this story for me. He really, really wrote out the red carpet in my testimony. Wow. So it's an amazing feeling to, you see these kids and you start them off of band camp and they're like, oh my God, that's TT, that's our announcer. And I'm like, I'm your family. Okay, let's get in here and get to work.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like,
piece it all together.
You be in some places, and if you're a band geek, like, sometimes I can be a band geek. Like, my favorite band, I'm sorry, I love you. You my favorite announcer.
It's all love.
You are my favorite announcer, but my favorite band is Southern University Marching Band.
It's all love. It is all love. I appreciate let me just can I even just be transparent, because
Yeah.
it ain't football season, and I know a lot of people. If you only know these HBCU organizations, these illustrious organizations during football season, you don't know the half. When
That
it
part.
comes to what we do, we have the big picture in mind. And
Mhm.
so, to anyone who's a fan of HBCU culture, even if it's just one band, you can't love one without loving them all. Yes, we have rivals, and I'm the queen of setting it off and talking smack on the mic. I'm going to run my mouth, and I can create an uproar if I wanted to. But to know me is to know it's all love. Half of us was raised in the same communities, went to the same schools, grew up under the same instruction before we went off into our prospective college bands. And you find and grow appreciation for everybody, because we're all family. The big picture is, look at all these excellent, amazing, educated musicians that are not only getting to shine in their passions, but also they get the opportunity to get a degree. And to sometimes these are first generation college students and college graduates and engineers and nurses and doctors. And it's just, that's the big picture for me, because I love Southern. Oh, baby, you can't be a bandman or a band fan and not love Southern University. Darren B, who's their announcer, is like an uncle to me, and
Oh
it's my
wow.
friend. And there's sometimes we even joke in the press box, and we
See,
talk smack in the press box, but it's all love. I
like
love
that is
Jackson. I was Grambling raised. You couldn't
wow.
go to Lancaster High School and not be raised under Grambling style. Grambling was the first
Oh,
HBCU college tour I ever went to. As a matter of fact, one of the only. And that was in high school. So I love the rivalry. I love the camaraderie. I love when we joke and talk our smack. But once I put that mic down, baby, I'm looking for the turkey leg. I'm looking for the
I
funnel
know
cake.
that's
I ain't
right.
worried about, we're gonna talk our smack in fifth quarter, but it's really just a jam session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
It's intense. Don't get it twisted. It is still a war zone. But, this ain't 98.
Mm-mm.
Turn it on to turn it off. Yeah.
Man. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna bring Tanreka back out here because like y'all don't understand. I got, the best admissions person and the best HBCU woman announcer, like period. So I'm gonna bring them both out. I gotta get them to talk about their college experience. I ain't gonna expose myself because I got
Oh,
people.
Lord. Let me get these NDAs out for y'all then.
Oh Lord. So after this commercial, we gonna be back with TT on the mic and Miss Tanreka.
For 80 years, UNCF has stood as a bright beacon of hope and opportunity, transforming the lives of countless students. From the first donation made in 1944 to the millions of dollars in educational assistance provided today, UNCF has been a pivotal force in breaking down barriers to higher education across the United States. Our alumni span the globe, a testament to the power of your support. As we celebrate this 80-year milestone, our mission is as urgent as it has ever been. A college degree still remains out of reach for far too many. But with your help, UNCF can continue to break down barriers. Today and for 80 years, UNCF has been honoring the legacy, transforming our future. Your support isn't just a donation. It's an investment in a brighter, more equitable future for us all. And remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Learn more. uncf.org/80th.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So look, I got let me switch this. I gotta put the two powerhouses up top. Now look, y'all, I got my sis and my new sis on here today. Now, I already know this. They don't think I know this, but they both are Greek, I think. So we gonna let them do they shout outs, you know. I'm gonna let them do their shout outs. I am not Greek, however, you know, I do allow people to give their organizations a shout out on here.
Okay. Did you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I can. Yeah. I'm a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm not gonna do too much, but proud member.
Okay. I am a proud member of Tau Beta Sigma National Honorary Band Sorority Incorporated.
Beautiful.
Okay, look at y'all. I'm just me for me. I'm just playing.
Okay.
And it's
That's
beautiful.
where you're supposed to start. Some people never start there.
Hey.
Cross me, for me.
So now both of these ladies have a HBCU experience. Like they were HBCU students. Now Tanreka was a beauty queen, so you know she was up there. She got in all the free stuff, you know, all the fun free stuff. Represent UNCF and all that. Wiley, were you Miss Wiley too?
No.
Oh, but still, Miss UNCF is big. That came with a big. That came with a big
responsibility. It's an experience I'll never forget.
It came with a big check. I just didn't have the courage to do stuff like that. But I always loved when they would put the beauty queens in ebony. That tell you how old I am.
Oh yeah.
Ebony don't print no more like that. But I used to love to see that. Now, Miss TT on the mic, on the other hand, I'm like, I couldn't do half of what she does on the. Have you ever seen her, Tanreka?
I you know, tonight I will. After tonight.
Like this version of her is so mild. Like
I can only imagine because
I'm chilling
bands. Yeah, and for a band like Prairie View, like I already know it's top tier.
Yeah, and she plays no games.
No.
And that's why I'm looking like this can't be the same person. She got me going to look up text. So look, guys, if you're watching, I need y'all to follow her, follow the band, because to be a woman in a male-dominated area, like I'd be in that press box so quiet and humble because I know me. I'd be like, golly, they up.
You can't be though.
Wow.
Because sometimes that's the expectation. When you walk in, people expect you to hide behind the band and hide behind. Oh yeah, I catch a lot of flack for she talks too much, or she sounds like this, or why is she so in the show? Like I just need a ladies and gentlemen the band and then get out the way. And I remember before I ever picked up the mic to announce for the marching storm, my band director, Dr. Zachary, told me, he said, "You're going to change the game. And they're going to hate you for it. And you're going to do it anyway."
Right on.
And that was, you know, as for me, Doc is like a father figure to me. He's also a graduate of Southern University, an alum of Southern. So he marched in the Human G-Box. He went to Norfolk as well, if I'm not mistaken. But Doc don't play. Like the monster that you see on the mic, part of that I give credit to him for, because he taught me how to see it and still go hard. See the hate and move through it. Don't let it move you. I don't even let high praises move me. I don't want to be easily swayed by people's perspective of me or perception of me, because I will never know who I am. I will never stay centered. So learning how,
like that,
even in the moment, to just stay still. So for me, when I'm not on the mic, when I'm not hosting, when I'm just Tierra, when I take off all of the hats, at the core, I am chill. I watch my Frasier. I snuggle with my dog. I work from home. I play in makeup. I think about all these other things that I have going, and I just relax. I talk to my homegirls, and I take naps, you know. But when I'm working, I am a beast. You know, I'm a force to be working with, and I used to be afraid of that. But when you walk into those arenas, like even walking into the Battle of the Bands and before all of the fans arrive, they see us and they be looking. People be looking for me. The announcers from other universities will come up to me and they will come speak to me. And I'm not up to these. I'm here giving you a bear hug. I'm loving on you because I remember y'all. I remember y'all from my first year 10 years ago. I remember, the love. I remember the hate. I remember it all. And I noticed that they straighten up when I walk in, and I'm just like, I'm just me. How y'all doing? Like, don't be nervous around me because I can't be nervous around you. I can't, not in this area, not in this realm. Because what am I telling young girls that just because we walk into a male-dominated field that we supposed to lower our voices and,
Wow.
Hi, I'm Tierra. No. How you doing? TT on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you. How y'all doing? Hey.
Wow.
I don't necessarily take advantage of the fact that I'm the only girl because I want to see more of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely allow it to empower me because I understand the magnitude of the representation.
Yes.
So, yeah. It goes into everything I do, even beyond the field.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I love it. Hey, y'all both powerhouses on y'all campuses. I'm jealous.
Absolutely. I always, I said recently, I wish I would have did pageants. I would have done pageants in college. That's the one thing that I didn't do. I never ran in a pageant. However, I hosted them.
Oh, wow.
I hosted pageants. I did voiceovers for pageants. Yeah, but I never competed in a pageant.
I didn't have the desire. Well, I'm be honest. Since y'all being honest with me, I'm be honest with y'all.
Come on.
It's a safe space, and most people don't know this about me because now they're like, "Why is she so confident?" I used to look at my skin different, and so I never felt like I was worthy enough to be in the pageant. I'm like, I can't, I don't fit the mold. Just being putting it out there, And so in my mind, I'm like, I can't do that now. I'm like, shoot, this girl, I can get it in pageant, But back then, because I grew up in that time where it wasn't, popular to be dark skinned. It wasn't, thought of as being beautiful. But I thank God daily that I had the type of parents that would tell me affirmations. Your black is beautiful. With this, so that's why I commend, a lot of people who actually have went after the HBCU queen title or different things like that. I'm like, dang, you got that courage to do that.
Well,
and you kind of change it. I'm sorry.
That's real. If I'm honest, I didn't either. So representation is very, very important. I want to give a shout out to my sister, Brittany Preston. We used to call her Lucky, but she was the Miss UNCF before me. She didn't fit the mold, but she had the courage. And me having the opportunity to see Lucky, show up in so many different forms, from public speaking to you name it. And she was always herself. A lot of people change whenever a mic is in front of them. And I was really, really just inspired by her. And then one semester, she just became my roommate. And the thing about the Miss UNCF competition is, it's really not about the most beautiful or the most popular, because with that competition, nobody's looking for a vote. What we're looking for is the money. And so I said, you know what? I can hustle a little bit. I'm sure I can ask for some money. And, I knew no one. But my alma mater definitely has some very supportive alumni. I printed off some letters and with a dream and asked everybody I knew consistently for 24 hours. And I put my mind to it. And that's how I got to the position. So I'll definitely say that representation is important. And I didn't forget that when I became Miss UNCF on campus either. I was myself, and my crown was always sometimes crooked. And I always had the folks in chapel to tell me I had a crooked crown. You name it. I want to shout out to those who I went to school with who are probably laughing, who remember those days. But those days were formative and they were important. And it's because of the representation. So it's my hope that I too inspire somebody the way that Miss Brittany Preston inspired me.
That's good.
I was broke. That's why I didn't run. I was like,
listen.
It is expensive. And when I saw like my first pageant at Prairie View, I was like, how did you get these dresses? Like, where does your family work? Like, are y'all hiring? But no, I knew that I had a very unique space to take up at Prairie View. I knew that I was going to be in it some way, somehow, but just not in a traditional way. And it was so funny to me because I remember in community college, I was participating in class and reading something in one of those English class, the collegiate level. And my professor was like, "You read really well." And I'm just like, "I'm just reading. What, everybody don't read like that?" And I got off, went off to Prairie View and I studied communications. And so, I would do stuff. And I remember one day, one of my big cousins was like, "You should start hosting." And I was like, Never. Have you heard Prairie View? They will chew you up and spit you out. Mm-hmm. But I just started going around and I always found myself in random but perfect opportunities. And I remember I did a fashion show. I couldn't walk in heels. I did a fashion show and my baby Jesus Walk is what he went by, literally taught me how to walk in heels. And I remember there's like, "You would have made a great Miss Prairie View and you should try." And I was like, "No, I'm okay. I don't think I want to be a queen in that right. But I know I am a queen, but I know I want to be able to participate and render my services in one way or the other." And then one day somebody was like, "You ever thought about hosting a pageant?" And I believe I've hosted Miss Black and Gold. I've hosted Miss Crimson and Cream. I've done the voiceover for Miss Prairie View A&M University pageants, and I've hosted Mr. Prairie View A&M University. I've done so many different scholarship pageants. It's crazy. And in my own way, I still get to feel like, okay, this is great.
Wow.
Dress up. You get to, because I was a tomboy coming up. So I never even would have imagined that this is where it would have taken me to, but I love it. I love it. I love the girls. I love the gowns. I love the talent section. I always get nervous for them doing the questioning because that's like one of the most important parts, but I just love it. I love the sisterhood too. So yeah.
That has to be good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can relate to the tomboy thing. Like I didn't, we grew up on the street. It was mostly boys and my sister. So, I mean, I think it took that first jean skirt I had, and I seen that I had it. I was like, "Oh, this is cute." Changed all that, but so yeah, I was a tomboy. I mean, that's because that's who was on our street, but it happens. It happens.
Yeah, I used to play some football out there, outside. I used to rough them boys up. They hated to see me coming. To my neighbors, okay, from junior high school, I'm sorry. If y'all watching, I'm sorry. I promise you I'll change. I ain't gonna ram you into the air conditioner no more. But they sacked me. They sacked me. So I got they got me back. I had to learn. You either gonna hilarious. The rock or the water.
Oh no.
So
okay. Okay. That is hilarious. So I before we get out of here, just in case somebody had just tuned in, I am here with TT on the mic, and look, I'm here with TNT, literally. Tanreka from Shaw University. I don't have a T in my name, so it goes TTM.
Yes.
Truly powerhouse. TMT. There we go. TMT. Powerhouses in their crafts. Tanreka has something really important going on in Shaw. And, before we get out of here, I want her to tell us again and how we can get in touch with her. And then after Tanreka does that, I want TT on the mic, to tell us, how we can follow her and support her in her endeavors. So let's get it, ladies.
Well, just a brief reminder, Shaw University, we are offering Summer Bridge this summer, beginning June 25th. You can go on our website and complete your admissions application at www.shawu.edu. This is an exclusive online offering for individuals seeking to get that head start before entering into college. There will be a full slate of academic offerings from our students to choose from, and we certainly look forward to meeting our future bears online this summer, June 25th.
Oh, okay. Well, I do a lot of stuff for Prairie View A&M University outside of just announcing for the Marching Storm. I'm proud to serve as a very active alum who gets to work interdepartmentally with students starting all the way from elementary school levels to even graduate studies and transfer student levels. We host so many different events, from elementary school day, middle school day, Pantherland Day, senior preview day, senior academic day. You know, it's a lot of great events that we get to host, and we get to give college tours to a lot of students and prospective students who've never even been exposed to HBCU culture, and they get to also understand the importance of higher learning education at an HBCU. And so we actually, this Thursday, April 17th, have the senior academic preview day. And that's with advisement. So these are for the students who actually have already accepted their application acceptance letter from Prairie View A&M University and will be attending in the fall. These are the students that'll come and get to tour. We also have new student orientations. The first one's even May 1st. I host those. So a lot of these kids remember me from when they were kids. They come up and see me now, even throughout their collegiate career. So if you want more information, you can always go on to pvamu.edu. If you want more information about how to join the Marching Storm, you can always follow them on Instagram at The Marching Storm. Go on Facebook at The PVAMU Marching Storm. Or if you just want to ask me questions, or even just to book me to host events, as I host tons of different events, from weddings, parties, collegiate tours, you name it. You can follow me on Instagram at TT on the mic. That's TTONTHEMIC. And I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Awesome. So look, I have, friends in high places, both of these ladies. One day when I grow up, I'm gonna be like them. But we have, like I told y'all before, we have that Tux and Tool. The tickets are on sale at Event Noir. If you want to be a part of that, I suggest you get your ticket yesterday because they're going fast. Also, that same night is our HBCU Alumni Awards. So yeah, it's a party with a purpose. And then just to put this on your calendar, June 28th is our annual HBCU summer send-off. Really is just a party, another big party. The whole month of May is a big party, and then we end our year in June 28th. So I'd like to thank both of our wonderful guests for coming on today and dropping some knowledge. We had like a little tearjerker moment, so we had to be transparent a little bit. But as always, I think Miss TT said it, and Tanreka usually say it. Our HBCUs, bind us together. At the end of the day, we family.
That's it.
At the end of the day, we family. So please find
time.
Yeah,
then after that, we cool again.
Right.
True. There is no lies told there. Hey, no lies told. So don't be mad at me when y'all, if y'all pay Southern, I'm gonna ride with you. Why but
I'm in the press box. I'm involved. Y'all leave down there. Let me tell you something. I'm in the press box and I'm eating. I refuse to go to Baton Rouge and not eat. Okay, if you ain't ever been to the press box and had a spread, every time I'm there, Darren B make sure I'm fed. And he would always say, "We got to give us some of this Southern hospitality." Ooh. I don't care what you call it. Pass me.
We need a plus one.
hey, something.
That was my question, Mo.
Baby, I'm gonna go. Don't please. I'm not leaving Southern without being fed. And if I have to ride the bus there, we better stop at Catfish Tony.
Oh, it is a good.
And
place.
I thank you.
It is a good thing.
But yes, no. But listen, like I said, this ain't 98 no more. It's all love, as long as people keep it respectful. Mm-hmm. But hey, a groove is a groove. A vibe is a vibe. You're supposed to groove. You're supposed to vibe. You just also supposed to remember who you are and what you're there for. That's all. That's all that matters.
Look at you dropping knowledge on the final moment. We ain't even got to give one today. We usually do a final moment.
Oh Lord,
you got us already. You got us covered. Tanreka, you had a question?
No, I was going to ask if she needed a +1 in the press box as well.
You know what? I tried to bring some ribs down one time, and they looked at me like I was crazy. So I don't know. We're gonna see.
She talking about that spread.
I have to come in there a little early. We're gonna see. I'm gonna call Darren B and ask him to go ahead and run me some presidential press box tickets so I can get down there where all the food be.
Man.
But it's good. It's really good.
That is totally awesome. So look, guys, it's been fun, but we got to run. I truly, truly appreciate both of these ladies, and y'all know I big fan of both of theirs. Like anything they need from me, they need me to put something in the newsletter, they need me to get the word out. I am here for it because we family at the end of the day. So this has been real, A Better Chance Television. Thank you, Miss Tanreka. Thank you, TT on the mic. I have fun. Don't be no stranger because I might be calling y'all back around football season.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just want to say, Mo, you've been very complimentary, but I'm a huge fan of yours as well. Ever since I started in admissions and we met, we've been sisters ever since. And, you meet a lot of people who try to help students or want to help students, but I've seen you do it in very real and meaningful ways that I know kids are going to remember for the rest of their lives. So I hope God continues to bless you in your ministry as you go about spreading positivity.
Yeah, because I've seen you advocate. I've seen you go among some of these boards and advocate.
Mm-hmm.
I know how Dr. Mo gets down. I did my research.
She's relentless. I mean, what I can say about Miss Robinson, as her students call her, is that when she believes in a student, I mean, she'll call me at midnight, and I'm not making this to follow up on somebody's application. She's the only person whose call I will take late at night, because I know that when she calls me and she says a student is good, when they have great qualifications, extremely involved in campus, everything that she says is what I've always seen of her students on campus. So her word with me goes a very, very long way.
We got to get them in. Like thank y'all. I mean, y'all really are, I'm just as humble as both of y'all are when I brag about stuff y'all do. Because to me, it's important. It's personal.
Yeah.
When you have been that child that people thrown away, and you don't want people to go down that same road or path that you have experienced, that's my why.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got to
say every day, even at 12
we can have a whole nother episode on that's my why.
That's it.
Like I said, I could write a book and it still won't be enough pages on the reason why I'm where I am. So, yes, ma'am.
Hey, so she said we got to have a part 2 because that's my why.
Absolutely.
Don't throw me with a good time.
I'm gonna have to bring the Kleenex for real.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But we thank you so much, and thank you for having us. And it was so nice to meet you, Tanreka. I've never met you before, so keep on doing the thing. I just hosted probate, so you had a lot of sorors cross recently.
Yeah.
They did great. My baby cousin is one of them. So shout out to Cam.
Congratulations.
Yes, indeed. So y'all be blessed. I'm gonna get in here and take my dog on a walk. But anytime y'all need me, I'm not too far away.
Definitely. Now don't say that because I'll call you as Tanreka.
It'll be late. I was exaggerating about midnight. It was 10 o'clock, and I was tired, but that baby mattered. So I took
It's okay.
Yes.
I'm normally a night owl.
Oh.
Normally.
Okay with y'all. Well, guys, we really about to go this time. But see, as you see, when people that, you know, are like my friends, my sisters on here, we just gel and we will talk all day. But look, she said she coming back for part 2 on What's My Why. I'm going to hold her to that. So it's been fun. Thank you for watching A Better Chance Television. Thank you, Miss TT. Thank you, Tanreka. And we are out.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ, look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.